are live here in the New York State Capitol building in upstate New York. We are in Albany live. This is a press conference that's just wrapping up now. To pass dignity, not detention, and New York for all in their entirety, no carve-outs, and we are all here to tell Governor Hochul, stop waiting and pass these bills now. All right, do we have any more of these signs? Thank you. Any more signs? Yes. Governor Hochul!
We got a big postcard for Hochul from Indivisible. And over 80 groups. Pass New York for all.
Pass New York for all.
Pass New York for all.
All right, so you can just put all of these over here.
Wait, and got a letter, resolution to pass New York for all.
Resolution to pass New York for all.
From the city of Peekskill.
Message to Governor Hochul. I don't see her. I'm sorry, say that again. You don't see her?
I don't see her because I'm the receptionist.
So who are you going to give this to?
To the governor's office.
You're going to give it to the governor. Do you know who at the governor's office you're going to give it to? It goes to where? The mountain? The mailroom. It goes to the mailroom. So there's no way for us to get it to her office directly. The mailroom will get it to her directly. Okay, great to hear, because we'll be back here if she doesn't get it. Thank you so much.
Yo, everyone! I want to make it clear what just happened. We just tried to deliver over 1,000 postcards. We just tried to deliver. We just tried to deliver over 1,000 postcards from New Yorkers all across the state, demanding that Governor Hochul pass New York for all and dignity, not detention. 1,000 postcards. And what happened? We went to her office and they denied us. They denied to a mailroom.
The mail
A
room.
mailroom as opposed to sending your own staff that are supposed to be receiving these from us. That's all. I heard many of us chanting just a few weeks ago, no kings, now no queens. No queens.
No queens! No queens! No queens!
So now we're going to make our way over to our next program. But we have left these postcards here for her to receive. We want to receive a response back. Will she respond to us? Will she respond to us? It will be made clear in a few weeks if she does anything for these bills. In the meantime, we're going to continue marching and we're going to continue to our next program. So thank you all.
All right, everyone, welcome in. So again, this was a press conference that started at 11 to urge Governor Hochul to pass the New York for All Act. We've covered rallies about that, and then over here, which goes towards the governor's office, we have climate activists who are going to be protesting and demonstrating here. So let's get in there. All right, so this is about to get started here. This climate action. I would say there are about 50, maybe a little bit less, but a lot of state troopers here. We'll get over there. I'll make my way over there. Smash the like button, share this live stream. We're going to be live for a couple hours out here in upstate New York at the New York Capitol building. This is a protest put on by Extinction Rebellion and Climate Defiance. There's also New York Communities for Change and other organizations that are out here today in upstate New York. A lot of them came on buses from the city. It's about a 3 to 4 hour drive from New York City. Also tomorrow, make sure you are subscribed to our channel so you get that notification. Tomorrow we're going to be live I'm driving back to New York City tonight to be live at 11 a.m. tomorrow in front of Trump Tower. There's another demonstration put on by Extinction Rebellion at Trump Tower. That's 11 a.m. tomorrow. So again, subscribe so you get those notifications. And this work is not possible without our members, our supporters. So thank you for keeping us on the ground and covering these important stories. So if you can become a member, that is how we are operated. Okay, they're about to get started. Go to statuscoup.com/join and sign up as a member.
Here in the war room. In about 15 minutes. It looks like they might rest.
Oh, super. Thanks for covering this. Yeah. Sure. Sure. My name is Pete Sikora. I'm with New York Communities for Change. PETESIKORA is how you spell it, New York Communities for Change. We're here because Governor Hochul is adopting the Trump energy agenda. It's a dire situation. She wants to destroy New York's climate law, and that will raise our bills, increase pollution, and destroy jobs. We can't let her do that, and so we're here to protest her merger with the Trump agenda and to call on the state legislature to stop her. She's trying to do this in secret in the budget, and we're not going to let her do that. We're going to expose her today.
What should Democrats like Hochul be doing to avert the worst impacts of climate change?
They should be reducing pollution, which means reducing oil and gas use. Trump has started a war on Iran, and bills are skyrocketing right now. The governor should not be doubling and tripling down on oil and gas use. She should be converting to solar and energy efficiency in batteries. That's less expensive and less polluting. That's how to solve the problem, save us money, and cut pollution.
How does it make you feel to see the governor obviously serving corporate interests so brazenly by trying to avoid the climate regulations?
Well, the gas lobby's lead lobbyist, Ruben Diaz, said to the media that their biggest asset is Governor Hochul. That's how brazen this is. She is serving the oil and gas lobby's interests, not New Yorkers' interests. She's paid off and in bed with them right now. She is screwing New Yorkers, and we're here to say hell no to that.
Do you see centrist Democrats like Hochul as any different than climate deniers in the Trump administration?
Governor Hochul and Donald Trump are effectively the same thing on climate right now. There's no difference in the agenda. It's horrifying for a Democrat to adopt the Republican agenda along with the lies and the denial. That's what's happening right now. She is the worst Democratic governor in the country, and she is ripping apart our climate law, and we're going to stop her.
How do you keep climate change in the minds of people when the Trump administration is manufacturing a new crisis every day?
Well, that's part of why we're here, to draw attention to what is a crisis. Global catastrophe looms. The climate crisis is accelerating every day. There's too much air pollution and not enough good jobs and too high bills. So solving climate change can be a way to lower utility bills and create good jobs, and that's what we intend. All of those things are one fight together, and that's what we're here to raise awareness on. Of course, we need a massive movement. We need the media to cover everything, but we're not magicians. We can only do what we can do, and that's to be here today and send a very clear message.
And if the governor doesn't listen to you and everybody else here, what are you prepared to do to get the change that you're fighting for?
We strongly believe in a nonviolent movement, so we will see the governor at the ballot box.
Thank you very much.
Yeah.
Good to see you again.
Yeah.
See you around. Thank you.
Hi, we're gonna do the press conference right here.
Okay. So you can see. Cool. Thank you very much. Appreciate it. All right, everyone. So they're going to start with their press conference in a little bit. So stick around. We'll get to interview some more people. I'm just going to adjust my gear. So please get this out there. Don't forget to hit the like button and share the stream. So if they're not going to start for a few more minutes, let's see if we could get some more interviews. A friend of mine was just pointing out a Confederate flag on the ceiling.
Say just, I'll do my best.
You want to start out by introducing yourself and
Sure.
talk about why you're out here.
Okay. Were you ready for me now? Yes, my name is Brian Lucas. I'm out here today to represent the bill that we don't want to pass by Hope. And that's it.
How do you feel about the prices of everything skyrocketing?
No. Oh, what more can you say about it? You know, I mean, how much more hit we gonna take before we realize we're gonna fall on our face? And it's really sad because you got people that some been struggling for years anyway, and now it's even more struggle. But we always seem to find a way to get by, even with the struggles, with all the struggles and everything going on. We seem to find a way, so it's really hard to stop us, even in the struggles. Yeah.
What would your message be to Governor Hochul and other Democrats who are not fighting back against the Trump administration?
Well, that's the, you know, they're keeping it real. I think they got to put a little more foot down and more stepping up. I mean, we could run for anything, but if we can't get it done, there's no need to run. I mean, anybody could do it if that's the case. We need someone that's going to be dedicated, grounded, loyal, and knowing we could count on them for our trust and belief for our funding and our work for our children and our seniors.
Do you feel like you could count on any of the Democratic leaders right now?
No. It's really hard because I think, I'm going to keep it real, I think a lot of it started probably with the Democrats. But who could we turn to? And that's really the hard part. So we got mixed emotions of who we could trust. We need to see actions. So to put somebody in there actually to show, it's all about the money. They get big, they get paid out, and they go. And somebody else come in and fill their shoes. So it's all about the money. That's what it's all about.
You see, it's not about what the people want.
It's not. And you know what's sad? Because we the one that put them in, and they cash us out. And that's how it's been since the beginning of time. So what more can we do? You know, I mean, how much more we gonna stand up for the fight? I mean, who knows how long I'm gonna be here? I mean, I got grandkids, I got daughters. I mean, they be doing the same thing, but they still gonna be doing the same passing the buck. What we fighting for?
It's a cycle.
It's just a cycle. That's it. And the only thing we do is get gray hairs. So you see our club minds also. It's hard though. It's really hard. Now I just hope for the best. That's what we can do.
Thank you for taking the time to talk with me. I appreciate it.
No problem. Thank you. I really appreciate you.
Can I do my turn?
What's that?
Can I do my turn?
Yeah, you want to say something?
Yeah.
He's going to talk to you, okay?
Okay.
So tell me why you wanted to be out here today.
To raise, to have them raising our, to don't raise, what, to have stop raising our bills.
About to start the speak out. If everyone could come behind me, behind me, we're going to face this way. And chant and rally before you speak out. Who's got the chant?
Let's start with.
Utility bills rise! Home rise! 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 Save the climate law! 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 Thank you. We are here today. What's this do for the cameras? God, mic check. Is that okay? So we're here today because the governor of New York, Kathy Hochul, has decided that she is going to side with the oil and gas industry over everyday New Yorkers. Is that right? No! The oil and gas industry, aligned with Donald Trump, who's perpetuating the oil and gas crisis in this country right now, which makes all of us reliant on oil and gas, which we're seeing our utility bills rise and seeing oil and gas companies make billions and billions in profit. Is that right? No! Is that right? No! And this is specifically at a time where it is cheaper than ever to make solar, wind, and renewable energy power. We could be powering our homes, we could be powering the states on renewable energy, and the governor is trying to keep us addicted to oil and gas. Is that right? No! Is that right? No! So we are here today, we are willing to put our bodies on the line to let this governor know that she, Trump, and the oil and gas industry are not going to win this fight. Okay? Yeah! So first, I want to introduce State Senator Kristen Gonzalez from Queens.
I am so proud to be here. My name is Senator Kristen Gonzalez. I represent Queens, Brooklyn, and Manhattan. We got Queens in the house? Brooklyn. Shout out to Manhattan. I know we have Manhattan here too. But as a young person, and actually as someone who organized in the climate space before I took office, this issue is so important to me. The CLCPA is and was our landmark climate law. And I'm here to stand with you to say hell no to any rollbacks on that law. I represent an environmental justice district. The site of the largest underground oil spill in the entire country is in northern Brooklyn. I represent one of the largest power plants in New York City, Ravenswood Power Plant, and it is my constituents every single day that breathe poisoned air when peaker plants are used on peak days. That ain't right. That is why any rollbacks to this law is a direct threat to everyday people where I am from. And I want to say thank you to the organizers for coming up here and sounding the alarm, because the frustration is real and has to be heard. Right. This is bigger than all of us. This is a fight for our literal future. Yeah. And for every New Yorker who may not be tuned into this fight, this concerns you. Whether or not our reliance on fossil fuel is driving up your utility bills, or whether or not you are able to breathe clean air and have a livable community depends on if we are able to hold the line on our climate laws. So with that, who's ready to send a message to the legislature, to send a message to Governor Hochul that we cannot go back? That's right. I stand here as an ally, and I look forward to continuing fighting, because at the end of the day, I will tell you, as chair of Internet and Technology, we talk a big game in New York about AI and data centers and expanding that infrastructure, but we certainly don't talk enough about affordability and climate justice and environmental justice and delivering for each and every one of you, and that ends now. So
Hochul and Trump, what's the difference? 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 Next up, I want to introduce one of our favorite assembly members from Queens as well, also running for Congress, Assembly Member Claire Valdez.
Coming up here for holding the line. We know right now that we know the stakes, right? The CLCPA is landmark climate legislation designed to make sure that New York State is leading the way in the United States, that we are charting a course for a livable future, not just for ourselves, but for the 7 generations that follow. And right now it's on the line. And every Republican in the United States, every Democrat that feels like they want to backslide on their climate commitments is looking at us to see if we're going to hold the line. Are we going to hold the line? Yes! We, as the chant we just heard,
indicated, are facing a myriad crises. One of them is a political crisis. What is the point of having a state with a Democratic Assembly, a Democratic Senate, a Democratic governor, if we can't hold true to our climate commitment?
She's not a
We need to know which side this governor is on. Is she on the side of working people? Is she on the side of the folks who are struggling right now to pay our electricity bills and our gas bills? Is she on the side of people who are struggling to get by in New York State? Or is she on the side of the fossil fuel industry and corporate donors that are pushing her to renege on our climate laws?
Which side?
Which side are you on, Hope? Simple question. Thank you to everyone who's come to organize. The fight for a livable future and for a just transition and to protect our environmentally impacted communities will be a lifelong commitment. But New York State can and must lead the way in this fight, and I know that we can. Hold the line, folks. We can get this done. Protect the CLCPA.
All right. Utility bills rise. Mobilize. Utility bills rise. Mobilize. Utility bills rise. Mobilize. Next up, I want to introduce Assemblymember Diana Moreno, also from Queens. The whole Queens delegation.
Hi everyone. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you so much for fighting for something that we should not be having to fight for at this moment.
That's right.
It is 2026. We're going through a budget process at a time where we're having historic egregious rollbacks of our climate legislation when we have a fascist in the White House who has stolen billions of our public dollars to line the pockets of his billionaire friends. And in the New York budget fight, we have to discuss climate rollbacks? Is that right?
No.
We need to be discussing raising revenue to save and protect New Yorkers. We need to be discussing how we can protect immigrant families. Instead, we are holding the line on climate rollbacks. That is not right. That is not right. My name is Diana Moreno. I am the Assembly member representing the 36th District of Astoria and Long Island City, a community that has been historically impacted by peaker plants, by pollution. Our children in my district suffer from disproportionate rates of asthma. My child, my 19-month-old, may have to grow up with respiratory ailments because of the pollution that we created. And you're telling me that instead of making progress, we're going to roll it back? This is about my kids' future. This is about our children's future. This is about New York's future. This is about our planet. Tomorrow is Earth Day, folks. As someone who is an immigrant from Ecuador, a descendant of indigenous Ecuadorians, I have a duty and a responsibility, not just to my constituents, but to Pachamama, Mother Earth, the only one we have, the only one that we can inhabit. This really is an existential fight, folks. You're on the front line of that fight. Thank you for being there with us. Let me tell you what, we are holding the line on climate because it is the fight. It is about our future. It is about economic justice. It is about racial justice. It is about immigrant justice. We are not going back.
That's right.
We have to defend the CLCPA, and we must do more. And we have to hold Governor Hochul accountable for trying to roll us back at a time when we need to lead. Thank you.
All right, next up, I want to make sure we get to the action point of today, which is why we're all here. So if I could ask everybody to speak to be very, very quick. I'm talking 1 minute quick. Next up, I want to introduce Bob Howarth, climate scientist with the Climate Action Council. Thank you.
Thank you. We have the best climate law in the country, in the state. The CLCPA is 2019. I was a member of the Climate Action Council for 3 years. We had 27 meetings where we hammered out how to implement that. We had 11 public hearings. 1,000 people came to testify. We took input from another 30,000 people. And by a 19-3 vote back in December 2022, the council put forth a blueprint to implement that law. We said that the cost of inaction is greater than the cost of action. The way forward is renewable energy, electrification of housing, electrification of transportation. What's happened? The governor has slow-tracked that. Why are we having an energy affordability problem now? Because the governor has slow-tracked the law and the blueprint. And to keep the law, we need to push the governor. Thank you.
Don't grab the climate law. Hopo, don't grab the climate law. Hopo, don't grab the climate law. Hopo, don't grab the climate law. Don't grab the climate law. Don't grab the climate law. Mike check. Mike check. We are going to move.
Wait, Mike.
Right now. All right. We are going to move. We're going to move this rally over to the governor's office. Where we are going to sit in. Put our bodies on the line. To send the message to Governor Hochul. That we will not stop. Until she protects the climate law. Can I have all red rolls to the front with me and green rolls to the back, and we are going to march over to the governor's office and continue this program over there. Does that work? Yeah, let's do it. You got a chant, Pete?
Utility bills rise!
Hobo rise!
Utility bills rise!
Hobo rise!
Utility bills rise!
Hobo rise!
Utility bills rise! Utility bills rise! Utility bills rise! Utility bills rise! Utility bills rise! Utility bills rise!
I am Captain Christopher Stockton of the New York State Police. This is an unlawful assembly. I order all assembled in front of the governor's office, second floor, to immediately disperse. You must leave the immediate vicinity. If you remain in the immediate vicinity, you will be in violation of the New York State law. No matter what your purpose is, you must leave. If you do not disperse, you may be arrested and/or subject to other police actions that may include the actual physical removal, the use of riot control agents and/or less lethal munitions, which could cause risk of injury to those who remain. The following routes of dispersal are available. Down the stairs. You have 5 minutes to disperse. The time now is 12:49.
Utility bills rise!
Hobo rise!
Utility bills rise!
Hobo rise!
Save the
Climate law!
Save the
Climate law!
Save the
Climate law!
Save the
Climate law!
Save
Mike check!
Climate law!
Mike check!
Mike check!
I want to introduce NYCC member and candidate for assembly, Christian Tate, and Michael Greenberg of Climate Defiance. When we fight, we win. When we fight, we win.
My name is Christian Celeste Tate, candidate for Assembly in District 54. And look, I came up here from Bushwick in East New York. And the fact is that working class communities like mine have borne the brunt of this climate crisis for generations. Am I right?
Yes.
We have multiple crises going on right now. We have a climate crisis that is poisoning our air and our land. And we have an affordability crisis that is pushing black and brown and immigrant New Yorkers from our city every single year. But I got good news for you. There's one fix to both those crises, and that's Kathy Hochul working up some courage and holding the line. We are out of time. We do not have time for bullshit, and we do not have time for corporate Democrats like Kathy Hochul or Eric DeLon being in the pocket of fossil fuels. So I am proud to stand here with you, because when we fight, we win! We fight! We win! We fight! We win!
My name is Michael Greenberg. I'm the founder of Climate Defiance. And I am here risking arrest because we don't have any time left to wait. Kathy Hochul is not a moderate. Kathy Hochul is a climate criminal.
Yes.
As we speak here today, Kathy Hochul is trying to roll back the CLCPA, the main climate law in the state. She's trying to push it back from 2030 to 2050. We can't wait till 2050.
That's right.
She's trying to end the cap on carbon emissions in the state. She's saying we need to only look at methane on an 100-year time scale. We'll be dead in 100 years. We can't wait that long. Right. It is an outrage that Kathy Hochul is doing this. And let me also say this. Kathy Hochul is not some wise grand strategist playing 4D chess. Kathy Hochul is a bumbling buffoon who does not know what she is doing. That's right. That is right. She is a one-term congresswoman.
I am Captain Christopher Stockton, the New York State Police.
Keep going. She is a one-term congresswoman who was appointed to lieutenant governor by Andrew Cuomo.
New York State law. No matter what your purpose is, you must leave. If you do not disperse, you may be arrested and/or subject to other police action.
She only entered the governor's office when her running mate had to resign in disgrace. And now she is trying to undo the climate law that Andrew Cuomo signed.
Down the stairs.
She was literally worse for the climate than Andrew Cuomo.
Hochul and Trump, what's the difference? 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 Hochul and Trump, what's the difference?
We stand here today risking arrest, putting our bodies on the line because we are in a climate emergency and we don't have time to wait. So we are going to shut down the whole governor's office until we get what we need, which is air we can breathe, water we can drink, and a climate that is habitable to human beings. That is not asking too much. So we will sit here, we will stop business as usual, and we will wait here until we are arrested. Thank you for being here.
Utility bills rise! Hochul rise! 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 Utility bills rise! Mic check! We have assembly member. We have assembly member. Amarita Torres.
I am Captain Christopher Stockton of the New York State Police. This is your final dispersal order. Arrests are about to begin.
Thank you for that. Hi, everyone. My name is Assemblymember Emerita Torres. I'm here to support you all. I want to thank you for your courage in being here. Look, we made a promise to New Yorkers in 2019, a promise to act, a promise to lead on climate change. And now we're rolling back all that we worked towards over the last 7-8 years. And look, delay has consequences. It has consequences for my district in the Bronx, where we have seen so much environmental degradation. We have seen, I am, in my district, we have the Cross Bronx Expressway, and we have seen, I'll wait till we start.
This was your third and final warning. Arrests are beginning now.
All right. So.
Thank you. Utility bills rise! Local rise! 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 Trump and Hochul! What's the difference? Trump and Hochul! What's the difference? Trump and Hochul! What's the difference? Denying croissants. What's the difference? Trump and Hochul! 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 What's the difference? Save the climate law! 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 The legislature needs to stand up for Hochul's selling us out right now to Trump and the oil and gas companies. Hochul needs to shut the fuck up and pull our fucking bill back. Don't do this in the dark of night. Hochul! Save the climate law! 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 Climate law! Save the 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 climate law!
All right, guys. So let me just figure out what's going to happen now. let me see if there's any other actions happening. Stick with us. Smash the like button. If you appreciate this reporting, become a member. Statuscoup.com/join helps us to get all over the country to report on these stories that you're not going to see the mainstream media here.
Anyway, a little too quick this time?
I don't think anyone went the other way. No. I think it was just that. Yeah. All right, guys. So I think we're gonna wrap it up soon. We'll just make our way out of the Capitol building here. Oh.
I have grandkids. My name is Jim Gordon. Tell the governor to ask about my grandkids. What about her grandkids? Doesn't she care?
Go in the closet.
Worst one. Fires, famine. What does she think she's doing? Rolling back for her friends in politics? That is not a future. What were you hoping to accomplish? Acting like a coward. I want her to understand that my grandkids in my particular case, our grandkids are counting on us to grow up and grow into a new future and stop with the fossil fuels. I don't know if it's greed, foolishness, politics, or what, but she knows the climate is in crisis. Why is she acting like this? Why is our governor trying to roll back the climate law? We have to stop this. Tell Governor Hochul to stop rolling back the climate law. Law enforcement is going to be on the front lines for the success of that. Tell Governor Hochul not to roll back the climate law. Tell Governor Hochul our future's on the line. Tell the governor our future's on the line, and she is on the wrong side of history. My grandkids are depending on leadership, not political cowardice. Governor, look me in the eyes and tell me what you're doing is leadership. It's not. It's cowardice. It's political cowardice. Why don't you lead? Why don't you move on New York State into the future? New York State belongs in the future, which is renewable energy, which is clean energy, which is a thriving economy, not some dinosaur era stuff. How can you in good conscience tell the governor not to roll back the climate law? It's not my fight, it's our fight. Tell the governor to stop going back to the ancient dinosaur era and move us into the future of the sun. It's better for the economy, it's better for the planet, it's better for everybody. Tell the governor not to roll back the climate law. It's your future, it's our future.
Make it even slower. Big donors, lobbyists, oil industry.
Tell the governor not to roll back the climate law. I'm getting arrested for all of us. We're getting arrested for all of our future. Tell the governor.
So that's going to make New York even less affordable. And, you know, there's only 3 years, 90 some odd days in the climate clock. We don't have the time. This is now. This is already a crisis. We see climate catastrophes every year, all year round. Fires, hurricanes, so forth.
It's your future. It's going to be dead by the time the worst hits. Fight back. Don't just stand there and take it.
Just do your job. Don't cut the climate bill. Just do your job, and then maybe you won't get sued that way. But yeah, you know, renewable energy is more affordable. You don't have to listen to lobbyists. You don't have to listen to your big pocket donors. Do the right thing. Just the law is already in the books. You know, you don't have to be like a worse governor than Cuomo. Cuomo signed this bill into law. You know, just you can implement it. So do the right thing. Just don't.
My message to Governor Hope is the climate laws in New York State were passed overwhelmingly by the support of the people of this state. Don't gut them now just to help out the natural gas companies, AI data centers, and crypto data centers. Please do the right thing.
All right, everyone. So I think there were, I don't know, maybe 10 to 15 activists that were arrested upstairs. And I think they were all brought down here. Is that people chanting? Is that people chanting?
No, it's more people. It's more people.
Through Midtown. I want the pipeline not to go, to the bottom of New York. I want it to go through Midtown Manhattan.
Let's build it.
What do we need in Hollywood? There has to be a pipeline and an AI data center. Fuck Central Park. It's a data center. Come on. What do we need Central Park for? What do we need all this clean water and clean air? Fuck it. Come on. Let's get some more AI data centers, Hochul. AI data, let's get another pipeline.
Transformational climate change. We can't be going backwards. It's outrageous that in 2026 a state with a Democratic governor, Democratic Senate, and Democratic State House is rolling back climate legislation in the midst of a climate emergency. Save the climate law!
By oil and gas. She's tending to billionaires donating to her campaign and ignoring everyday people. Our bills are high, our planet is burning, and the governor wants to throw it all away.
Burning natural gas is not a stepping stone. It's a delay tactic.
That are propping up her coffers. Shame on you, Hochul. Step up.
Governor Hochul's trying to gut the climate law, which would hand over our state to oil and gas billionaires, as opposed to actually doing what is best for ratepayers, which is getting off oil and gas.
All right, everyone. So that looks like it's going to be it. Thank you for tuning in. Thank you for watching. Thank you for your support. We cannot do this work without you guys, without our supporters, without the members. So if you are not a member and you want to see more of us on the ground, covering so many stories across the country, please go to statuscoup.com/join. Sign up for as low as $5 a month. That's 16 cents a day. Also, we appreciate super chats and donations. Share our stuff with your friends and family. Let them know that there's real journalists on the ground covering important stories that you're not going to find on the mainstream media. But I am rolling with a couple of independent outlets. We are always together, looking out for each other, and that's how we do it. So support independent media, boycott mainstream media, and subscribe and become a member if you can. So again, I'm going to be live at 11 a.m. tomorrow in New York City in front of Trump Tower. So make sure you look out for that. Thanks again, and see me tomorrow. All right, take care.